atonement for 1,000-year pain! Stabilize!
Illusion shattered!
Shifting sands in your dot in the mountains. Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second.
You should call it by its name, АЖДАХА. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
АЖДАХА.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. АЖДАХА. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued it.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for allow me to elaborate. I am not АЖДАХА the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth.
So,
No.
When the seal loosened, your power manifest. That's when it occurred to you.
The audacity.
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. I was barely conscious.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been...
Don't blame yourself. It's been so long.
There would be no harm in it.
АЖДАХА. The memories of rocks do not last. Erosion ground АЖДАХA's conscience. АЖDAХA.
What would you expect?
This much is true. Which is why you attacked in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production. The citizen erosion made us even more savage. Morax shared with us some of his power, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract.
No.
I am the remnants of АЖDАХA's benevolence.
No. This is a
Morax is
A lord over insects is nothing but an insectant.
You forgot yourself. Nobody, that which you have forgotten. I hold all powers under heaven. Rise and
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange.
you are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do, heed these words. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day.
No.
Perhaps it isn't, but it
More axe.
the little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, АЖДАХА?
I had to make amends. So, Morax.
I do.
Well,
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
and yet, you could see.
Your power is... Shall we get going?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the
Indeed. Hence the...
did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
Adventure time.
So there you are. My men and I we found Mao in a tent at the camp. Huh?
Nothing.
Cave?
They're exhausted, but not in
Right. Well,
So you're taking them back.
that's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men.
Kunjun,
Not I. Once I'm gone,
You always did.
curious how
АЖДАХА.
I can say
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapid?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men.
All life, that's on him. You may live for...
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when...
Were it not so,
You've brought a smile to me.
that day in the chasm,
A heart of stone is a heart...
you chose justice.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your...
Hence, my. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. Old friend. God.
Thank you, АЖДАХА.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the...
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't... In fact, we have... He was. Centuries may have...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how АЖДАХА was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the four corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, ＡЖDAHA attacked the chasm. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. ＡЖDAHA could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, he was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. The greater the power, personally sealing away. People abandon and surrender the things they love. But I was a god of mankind.
You still care a lot.
Call it... I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. So, not long ago, we met a guy. He told us about Conria and Zhangli. You're a god.
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of it.
I understand.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with...
It was signed before it all began.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me.
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears you're understanding. There are many events of ages past. Many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time. But you are capable of finding them and bringing those who come to witness. If you take the same road as that person. This tablet, it's a shame. There is a fine line between...